I almost did it. I was this close to dropping all my insurance contracts and going full cash based. Then I actually ran the numbers, right? And I talked to other practice owners who'd actually made the switch. And what I learned probably saved my practice, and it might save yours as well. Let's talk about why the cash-based dream is a lot harder than Instagram posts make it look, right? I completely understand the appeal of going cash-based. I 100%, I felt it myself. I mean, you're tired of insurance companies, right? Cutting reimbursements every single year. We're down 40% from when I opened it in 2008. Spending hours on prior authorizations to get denied, right? Getting paid $60 for an evaluation that took you an hour, dealing with billing headaches, claim denials, fighting for every single dollar, patients complaining about copays and high deductibles that you have no control over. But then I started kind of digging into the actual numbers. I started calling practice owners who'd made the switch, talking to my financial advisor, not just the ones posting success stories, but the ones who tried it and struggled, right? And here's what I learned, right? So reality number one, your patient volume will drop about 60 to 80%. This isn't a maybe. This is what happens. When you tell your current patients, we no longer accept insurance, most of them leave. They can't afford $150 to $250 per visit out of pocket, or they just don't want to deal with submitting the super bills, for out of network reimbursements. So let's say you're currently seeing 40 patients, right? 40 patients a day across your entire practice. When you go cash based, you're going to be lucky to keep 8 to 10 of them. So the rest will go to that practice that takes their insurance. I guarantee it. And reality number two is, you need to charge in that scenario 3 to 4 times more per visit to break even. So here's the math on that, right? So if we do the current insurance-based model at 40 patients a day, and let's say $100 of reimbursement, that's about $4,000 a day. 20 days per month, that's about 80,000 revenue, right? So that's pretty easy math. Now, a cash-based model to match that revenue, if you drop to 10 patients per day, 75% reduction, which is average, you need about $4,000 a day divided by 10 patients. That's $400 a visit. That's not a typo, right? It's $400 a visit. Now, most cash practices charge between 150 and 250, which means to match your current revenue at those prices, you'd need about 16 to 27 patients per day. But you won't have that many because you just lost 60 to 80% of your patient base, right? So you see the problem there? So here's what I decided to do instead, and what I recommend for most practice owners. I would recommend staying insurance based, right?